about the show. Put your cell phone, KMRadio. Put your cell phone, KMRadio. Put your cell phone, KMRadio. Look.
Feel good, man. But Emoe TV, man. I know you've been working. How long you been in the music game? I'll let you go ahead and quote that.
So it's 2023 now.
Yep.
I know I started releasing and putting out music in 93, 94. That's when I finally had the opportunity to press up cassettes and shrink wrap it and put it out. But before that, it was probably like a good 10 years before I was able to, that I was able to put some music out. But I've been doing it for at least 30, 40 years, bro.
Damn. So what was the first time you would say you actually put your voice on a song? Like, what was the first time you did that?
That was probably around 92, 91.
Okay. How old was you?
It's probably like, I'd say a little bit earlier than that, because, about 8. I was about 18 or 19 or so, and I finally got a chance to get into the studio, because I was trying to be the DJ behind the groups that I were in before that. Yeah. So I never was tripping off rapping, but as we got older and everybody started experiencing the studio more, and something led to me doing it, trying myself, because I felt like the people I was working with wasn't going as much as I wanted them to. Yeah. So it was like, I'm trying to be the DJ behind Run DMC, but Run DMC ain't going to the studio. Yeah. So I had to start getting in the studio and trying it myself. So around 18, 90, about 90, I finally did my own song.
Did you did you first come into like a group setting when you first got into it?
Yeah, because when I first started rapping, well, actually I wasn't rapping. I was just a DJ of the group, and we was called the Boot Squad, brothers out of Oaktown. Okay. And we lived in Sacramento, but we was out of Oakland, so we wanted to keep our, so we was the Boot Squad, and we had a close connection with the Clique back in the day when they first started doing their music in Vallejo. So all of the producer, Studio Tone, whatever, he offered his studio to us at a player rate. Yeah. So we jumped on the freeway from Sacramento to Vallejo as much as we could, and that was my first experience going into a real studio.
And I was like 18, 19, around that age?
And I was the youngest in the whole circle at the time. All of my older brothers and everybody, they were older than me. You know what I mean? They was bringing me along, kind of.
So it was still like more like family stuff, too. Like
more like family.
You kind of see it growing up, and it was like, damn, this shit's clean. Let me hop in, too.
Yeah, because one of the older brothers in it, rest in peace, he just passed away last year.
Rest in peace,
in
definitely.
November. And he was on his way from the, getting out of the prison finally for doing 27 years or some shit he had to handle. And he was finally about to get out, and he passed away. So that kind of crushed me, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't be in Sacramento if it wasn't for him. Yeah. I was living in the Bay Area, and he was out in Sacramento, doing their thing. This was the crack era days. Yeah. Then. So I wanted to get out of the Bay because it was just too crazy and too much going on out there. So I'm on the phone with him, because back in the day when they lived in the Bay Area, he had the turntable, the 2 turntable set, and he just bought it because he liked the music and just was buying it. They wasn't really DJs. They really didn't use it. Right. But when I came over, I was wowed by it. Like,
bro, you got this shit.
They like, bro, go on, touch the shit, and let me play with it like it was mine. You feel me? And eventually, when the house burnt down and all that, they told me, hey, bro, come pick up this shit, because the house burnt down. We ain't got nowhere to take it. We know it's in good hands with you. Right. So here I am, like 12 years old and 11 years old with 2 turntables. That's all the records, the mixer, everything, the 12-inch speakers. Yeah. I'm putting them outside my speaker, blasting it for the neighborhood. 12 years old, DJing my mama parties, all that, because I got the real shit. Yeah. So I learned how to DJ first. So when they moved out to Sacramento and I wanted to get out of there, he like, come on out here, bro. So I came to Sacramento to live with him. Yeah. And eventually, they was going to the studio doing a little rap stuff. And it was him, the REG, let me say his name, rest in peace. And Scott Free was my other big brother, and Ron C was my cousin. Yeah. And I was the 4th member. Everybody else was just our clique and our shit we ran around with. So, they was going to the studio. I'm like, they played me some shit like, oh, we just be fucking with it. I'm like, wait a minute, man, y'all be doing this? We need to go to the studio
go ahead and do
more,
something.
like, cause that's dope to me. I didn't know you was that fucking dope and whatever. So I was kind of motivating and inspiring everybody to do it. And so then we led to going to Studio Tone's studio. So here we are getting produced by the same people that's producing the Click.
Yeah.
You know, he making our music. We started sounding more professional, and it started becoming more believable.
Yeah.
People around us started saying, you know, you're the
can
Blue
do
Squad, and
something. Yeah.
y'all can, you know, we start feeling it. But, you know, over time, it just, everybody started just going their different ways because we came from selling drugs and being in the street. So it was hard to be like, leave this alone and just go do this. But that was what I did.